we're here with Mircea Ciordas, General Manager for AL.SE.RO. What first drew you in the security system business in Romania, and how did you arrive at your current role at AL.SE.RO?
Yeah, it was long time ago. I started security business in '92 when the owners of a company, basically at that time I was working as a serviceman in a bureautic company. And the owners of that company decided that let's do a new company and let's do security. Because at that time in '92, security was something unknown. And they asked me, are you interested in? Of course, I graduated as electronic engineer, and why not? A new field, new challenges. Of course, I asked my wife, what you say about this new? She said, if you want to try it, let's go. Okay, so basically this was my first step in the private industry, and I was hired as technical manager and small shareholder in that company. It was a company founded in '92, as I mentioned, and we had a very huge advantage because being positioned in Oradea near the Hungarian border, we had contact with Hungarian companies. They already had contacts with big manufacturers from the world. At that time, were very famous two Canadian brands, Paradox and DSC. So basically, we were contacted by those companies. We founded this Romanian new company, and we started to test the market. At that moment, of course, I told you the security market was almost zero. And we contacted police department, fire brigade. Look, we can offer you monitoring stations, yes. We can install control panels in different objects, yeah. And at that time was on telephone line, the transmission. And in the monitoring station at police or at fire brigade, they received the signal regarding the event that happened at a certain object. So this was in '92. Of course, not from the first year we started, but in the first half year, let's say, we learned about security, yeah, because at that time nobody could teach us. I was in Hungary, in Budapest.
You were trendsetters, basically.
Yeah, we studied there at almost 1 month, and we learned about security systems. So slowly this company developed. We opened 30 offices in different cities of Oradea, including Bucharest. So basically from Oradea we covered till Constanța a lot of big cities. That was the target, first big city with economical potential. So in 1.5 years we opened 13 branches around Romania. I was responsible about the technical part of it, and also I was responsible about extension of the company. After that, in '93, first security exhibition took part in Bucharest at Sala Palatului, was called BankTech. It was the first specific security exhibition. So we were there together with other companies already established similar time like we, and basically that was the, let's say, the beginning of Romanian industry, security industry. Now I worked for that company till '95, when I decided to start my own company, because we had some different approaches regarding management, regarding expansion, regarding policies of the company, and so on. So I decided to make my own company. At the beginning I was just a distribution company. Of course, I had some contacts from my previous position, and I tried to develop my own network of partners. Slowly we grow. At the beginning, company was based on 2 people, me and my partner, and of course the demand was increasing. We had to hire more and more employees, and very soon we were requested to install those systems, not just to sell them. Many of my friends or my partners said that, okay, we want a smart security system, but who will install it? At that moment, just few companies could provide professional installations. So I had to hire people to develop an installation team. So basically now we are here today when I have 14 employees, and some of them they are on the distribution part, and some of them they are integration part.
Quite a big company.
In Romania, we are not considered a big company. We are a middle company, let's say. There are few companies that they are on another level. They play on a higher league.
Early in your career, you likely encountered local market particularities, like regulation, education, technology uptake. What's one turning point challenge you faced, and how did it shape your approach today?
Yes, as I mentioned at the beginning, companies, okay, some companies, they had professional employees, professional services, but generally the market was quite, let's say, unregulated. There were no rules, there were no, let's say, standards, and yes, it was a challenge. One part, yeah, we were in contact with big companies. I mentioned these 2 Canadian companies providing very good quality devices. Also, other suppliers from Far East started to sell products in Europe, in Romania especially, because we didn't have regulation. So even today, you can sell everything, but it's a problem, what do you install? At that moment, regulation has to be involved in this. So at the beginning, it was quite like a jungle, we might say. Everybody installed everything. It doesn't matter if it was an electrical company, let's say computer company. It was about wiring, connecting, let's say programming, and that's all. And they started to happen some, let's say, especially on the fire detection part, because in that field it's about lives. In burglary systems, maybe somebody break a glass, steal a watch, an iPhone or something. There are insurance companies, they can handle with this. But when you lose a life, that's a big problem. And in our industry, first of all, started to appear regulations in this fire sector. And even today, in Romania, the standards related to fire detection, fire extinguishing systems, smoke and heat exhaust systems, they are mandatory, the standards. On the physical security systems, they are just, let's say...
optional.
Optional, yeah. So basically, there are some level of standards, and you, as a designer of a system, you can choose what level you will install in a certain object. It's a bank, it's a shop, it's a small tobacco shop, so different level of security. So slowly the market, especially we big companies, we understood this, In 2003, it was a meeting in Brașov of, let's say, between 15 and 20 companies. Between them was my company also, and we decided that we have to do something in this direction, and we decided to found this Romanian Security Association, AL.SE.RO. The association was registered in 2004, and since then we started to work on these directions of regulations, of education of companies, education of end users, and so on. So basically, let's say that was a key point, a turn point in this industry.
Well, working in the Romanian security market often means balancing technical, sales and customer support pressures. How do you ensure you maintain personal time and decompress after busy periods? Basically a question about work and life balance.
So yes, at the beginning it was difficult to switch between business, personal life, and so on. But at a certain moment we realized that we need some time for ourselves also. And at that time, basically that time came when we have two sons, and when our two sons left the house, so we could afford some time for me and my wife, some good quality time. We started to travel, to spend a lot of time. We really enjoy to travel. And I had the big chance to find two young colleagues, young engineers. At the beginning, of course, they were my employees, but during the years, I saw that they have potential to grow, and they become my partners in the company. So now I'm sure that future is in good hands. I can take, this is the way how I could spend more time for the association, because without their help, I couldn't. Even now we have a booth here in the event. I cannot stay there at the booth because I have some other obligations regarding the association.
Could you share a recent project in Romania where your team delivered concrete improvements in maybe security effectiveness, cost savings, or operational simplicity?
Yes. Lucky we, during the last years, we were involved in some big project, as you mentioned, hospitals, public parking, multi-level parkings, schools, museums, where we had to deliver the whole security installation, starting from, let's say, fire detection, smoke and heat exhaust, video surveillance, access control, burglary alarm. So basically, the whole, all the systems that are components of a security system, we could install, we could interconnect them, and offering much more security to the end user. Yes, in hospitals, when, let's say, a smoke alarm starts, yes, it can be real. It can happen also for some false alarms. But in case that alarm is real, that alarm basically start some other actions, like opening windows for heat and smoke exhaust, starting the public address system. Pre-recorded message will start. Please, this is not an exercise. Please evacuate, and so on. We can check on the camera systems at that moment when something happened, where it happened, because we have cameras. Maybe we can see the smoke in which area. So we have like proofs of where and what happened. Access control systems, yes, there are in big buildings, important buildings, are access control systems. Those doors, they are controlled by this system, has to be opened to ensure people to evacuate. So all these systems has to be interconnected to work perfect, because it's about human life, and we cannot play with human life. So it's very important. The human life is the most important, let's say, goods.
Asset.
Yes, asset. Material goods you can replace somehow, but human life is impossible to be replaced.
Agreed. With the convergence of IT and physical security, what concerns do you most often hear from your clients? Cybersecurity, scalability, regulatory, and how do you educate them about this?
Yes, these days it's quite a challenge, this, let's say, cybersecurity, protection, AI, and so on. Basically, not only these devices for video recording, but all security devices now are connected in a network.
The Internet of Things.
When we speak about Internet of Things, we speak about more about automation, let's say more. You have a wash machine, you can start it from the office. You have a heating system in the mountains. You can start it 2 hours before to heat the house when you arrive. That's more, but and okay, of course it's a major problem when somebody can enter in that network and control your devices and so on to spy you. But when it's about a security system, you cannot afford somebody take control of the system. So in my opinion, these days the most important thing in security is to secure the networks. This is the main topic that we discuss also in the conferences, because networks are the base of each security system. Doesn't matter, it's a video security system, access control, burglary, fire, so on. So each one now is connected to the internet to make maintenance easier, to control the system from distance, to arm, to disarm a system, to register if you want to register something. So this is a big vulnerability, and many of our customers, they don't understand that they should change codes, access codes from time to time, to not leave factory codes, like 1, 2, 3, 4 or admin. Usually this is the biggest mistake that they make. They don't care about ID and passwords when they control they leave it factory, and that's the easiest way to enter. And once you enter in the network, you can control all devices. We heard, or we saw in movies, a few years ago, that they access your wash machine, and after that they control alarm systems and so on. If you have a vulnerability in the network, somebody who wants to make you some bad things will do it. So this is the most important today, and we have to fight with this protection of networks.
You also played an important role as the president of ARTS, the Romanian Security Industry Association. How would you describe the association's main mission and its impact on Romania's security technology sector?
Yes, as I mentioned before, we founded the association in 2003, registered in 2004, and since then we were focused on some directions. One of them was to bring our contribution to the regulations. There were no regulations. After that, another major direction was we tried to teach people basically there are three jobs in this industry: security technician, security engineer and security designer. So basically our association worked and made the occupational standard for these three jobs. Even these days we are working to update one of them. Other direction was organizing events like this to bring together people who offer security solutions and people who need security solutions. So to create, like they mentioned today, a platform, yes, between these two parts of the market, suppliers and users of. Also, we became an organization for public interest. That means that government, Chamber of Deputy, they have to consult us in any new regulation they want to.
Is it mandatory?
Is it? Yeah, it is. It is. So basically, if they want to change some law, some regulation, they have to ask our opinion, because we are part of this industry, and technically we know better what is good and what is not good, what is going well and what is not going well in this field.
Understood. What are the biggest challenges currently facing the Romanian technology industry, the Romanian security industry, and how it is ARTS helping companies to adapt to those challenges?
Yes, challenges are many. I mentioned in previous question that a lot of products, not certified products, still coming and are installed in our country. As I mentioned on the fire detection part, the rules are very strict. You cannot make any mistake. But on the other side, the physical protection, burglary systems, video cameras, it's not so well regulated. We need a new law. Basically, the private security law exists for more than 25 years. It was updated from time to time, but just some updates. It wasn't changed. Now we work hard, of course, with the General Inspectorate of Police, with other associations from this part. I mean, like association of security guarding companies, association of physical security evaluators. We are trying to bring our contribution to a new modern law that will be in also similar like in other European countries, because everywhere this regulation, these laws are updated. New challenges we mentioned about cybersecurity, AI, all this in the law, they don't exist. So we have to introduce new articles in the law to create some, let's say, some instruments to fight against these new challenges. So this can be one part of it. Also, we try to improve the quality of services of our members. We still organize these training courses. We bring international speakers to speak about European regulations, European directions. Our association is member of the European Association of Alarm Systems, and there we have a chance to participate in the writing the new regulations, European regulations. Some specific articles that are specific to our market. Yes, one is the security market in Germany, let's say, and other is in our country. So challenges there are, and we are working to fight with these challenges to improve the security of our country, the security of our citizens, to protect them. Together, as you maybe saw, together with our partners, General Inspectorate for Fire Protection, General Inspectorate for Police, the National Directorate for Cybersecurity. Together with them, we try to improve these regulations and to ensure more security to our citizens.
We are here at the Romanian Security Summit, which is being organized by ARTS and AL.SE.RO Media. How do such initiatives strengthen collaboration within the industry? What are the main benefits of the Romanian Security Summit, and how did you as co-organizers come to the idea of organizing such an event?
Yes, good question. In Europe but we can speak about Europe. During the last years, starting before COVID, we saw a decrease in these huge security exhibitions. And between 2010 and 2020, I visited many security exhibitions around Europe, in Milano, in London, in Essen, and I saw from year to year that number of exhibitors, number of companies, number of visitors decreased and decreased, and I realized that we should come with something new. Yes, okay, it's this standard event exhibition with big booths, but we thought that we need to bring something new. And being a part of my role in the association, I was studying the market around us. We found about this company A&S Adria organizing this A&S, basically this security summit in the ex-Yugoslavian countries. I started to visit together with some colleagues, together with our president at that time. We visited them in a few cities, and we liked the format of this new event, and we said that maybe we should bring it here because it's something else. It's based more on B2B, yes, on human interaction, not only visiting, seeing new devices, new solutions, also discussing about new possibilities to develop business, to where new solutions can be applied, because not everybody know that some new technology where is good to be installed. So we try to bring this kind of conferences, side events, yeah, presenting new solutions. So it's more focused on this direction, not on exhibiting a lot of devices. So we saw this in Europe, and now together with our partners from Adria Security, we managed finally to have this first edition of the Romanian Security Summit. Of course, it's probably not the best way organized. It's the first edition. We have to apologize from some exhibitors, some visitors, but we will try to improve, and we will try to have a second and third edition and to go on with the project and develop it, because our market, we think, needs this kind of events.
Which upcoming technology or trend in physical security interests you the most? And why do you think Romanian clients should pay attention now?
Yes, as I mentioned, in my opinion, today we have to take care mostly of protecting the networks. Yes, Uh, if you allowed me a few words, let's say 20 years ago, an alarm system was based on few detectors, control panel, and the keypad. And at that time, of course, it has a value, yes, to invest a value depending on object and so on. And at that time, the beginning of early 2000 years, I saw that the trend will switch to video surveillance combined with access control, and it happened. Now, in our days, I saw that everything is based on networking, and protection of networks is crucial these days. It's probably people, and many, of course, many people, especially end users, they don't realize, but we as security suppliers, we have to train the market that this is the big challenge. Don't put passwords for your Wi-Fi system at home to be hacked and so on, because once somebody put the foot in your house, he will conquer the whole house. So this is the biggest challenge this day, and that's why we focus on AI, cybersecurity. Also, of course, if we watch another scale, the protection of critical infrastructures. We didn't mention about this, but it's crucial. The war is at our borders, so we have to ensure the critical infrastructures because we depend on them. I mean, population of a country.
Finally, what remains your passion in this industry? What advice would you give to someone who is entering the security system channel in Romania today?
Well, this industry developed during the, let's say, 30 years or more that I have experience in this industry. It developed so much that from time to time I'm thinking that it's unbelievable how it developed. At the beginning of 90s, I got my first laptop. It has 10 mega memory. We loaded software on disks, and now
Floppy disks.
Floppy disk, yes. First the big one, after that the small 3.5 inches. Now we have in our phones 1,000 times that laptop, and we have cameras, GPS, everything. Today we are dead without phone. This is the situation. So I advise people who has, let's say, knowledges in electronics and has this passion to come to this market. It's a very challenging market. It's developing from day to day, new technologies. Unfortunately for me, it's difficult to keep steps with the new technology because changing from day to day. I prefer now to work more for the association to try to develop our association, to focus on bringing new members, to offer some new to the members. This is my goal now. I like this security industry because it's part of electronics, but unfortunately I don't have too much time to practice it. And it's difficult these days to practice it without updates to the technology, to the existing technology.
But you keep yourself busy.
I keep myself busy, of course, and I would like this 2 years of member of the board or president of the association, these 2 years to be the last one, and after that, now basically we are preparing a new generation of members of the board, 2 new vice presidents, young vice presidents. They are I like them very much. They are focused, they are work for the association, and I'm sure that association will be in good hands from now on.
Mr. Ciordas, thank you for your presence.
I thank you for this wonderful chat.